is DITV? Well, of course, a lot of people know the Daily Iowan. We are the TV branch of that. We have around 30 employees, but the fun fact about DITV, it is completely student-run. I am a senior myself, and everyone in the tech booth behind me running the cameras today, and even the talent today, it is all student-run. I am in charge of everything in DITV. We do everything around here in Iowa City. Our sports director was just in Oklahoma to cover the women's team in March Madness. We send people all around from politics. We have people in swing states such as Georgia, Wisconsin, and Nevada for this presidential election. And of course, when the Iowa caucuses were here, we were everywhere covering it. I was in Des Moines covering a Ron DeSantis watch party, and we are the fifth best student broadcast in the nation as of November. And right now we are up for 7 Midwestern Student Production Awards in 5 categories, including 2 for Best Newscast and 1 for Best Sportscast. Again, this is 100% student run. While we do have professional coaches who keep in and watch us, it is all run by us. We do everything, and it is a lot of fun. We go live 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings at 8:30 on theDailyIowan.com and the YouTube, The Daily Iowan. Now, what we're about to show you is an overall excellence. It's just to highlight everything we did back in the year 2024. This was also submitted to the 2025 IBNA Awards, Iowa Broadcasting News Association, where we are also up for a lot of awards. So sit back and enjoy DITV.
Good morning from Iowa City. It is Wednesday, October 9th, and I'm Grace Lathrop.
And I'm Jordan Tovar. The Iowa caucuses on Monday set the stage of the presidential race, with Iowa voters choosing who they'd like to see as their Republican presidential candidate. DITV had reporters across the state at candidates' watch parties and caucus precincts as the results unfolded.
We have full team coverage across the U.S. as the Iowa women's basketball team took on South Carolina in the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship.
David Consuelos in Cedar Rapids for a historic conclusion to a historic season.
Hey, thanks guys. I am in Cedar Rapids inside the Alliant Powerhouse, where wrestlers are starting to make their way in to warm up, where history will be made.
Live right now at Iowa City High School, where a planned protest is taking place. Kara, can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, good.
Thanks, Ashley. I'm live outside now at Iowa City High School, where several students have organized an all-day walkout to protest the U.S.'s involvement in the Israel-Hamas war.
Jay Reister, who is live in Chicago for Big Ten Media Day, will send it out to him for today's sports.
Yeah, guys, I'm live from the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Chicago for the men's and women's Big Ten Media Days.
As you guys said, I am live here in Carver Hawkeye Arena, and the atmosphere is absolutely electric. The Cyclones currently lead the Hawkeyes 19-15.
Thanks, guys. That's right. I'm outside of City Hall right now, where the discussion of banning kratom, a dangerous drug often associated with self-treating anxiety, depression, and pain, has been an ongoing conversation in the state of Iowa.
Guys, I'm here at the Riverside Casino, where Marionette Miller Meeks is hosting her election watch party. Now you see there are people behind me who are starting to get in, and we are anxiously waiting for those votes for not only the national election, but here in District 1.
I'm at Big Grove Brewery in Iowa City, where the casino Bohannon watch party is taking place. It doesn't look like she's here yet, but as you can see, there's a pretty big crowd behind me. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's really loud. It's very lively. Whenever there's something new, there's a cheering behind me.
So I'm here at the Grand Hyatt in Atlanta, Georgia, and where the Georgia GOP is holding their official watch party for tonight's election. Now, as of now, Donald Trump leads Kamala Harris in the state 52.7 to 48.7.
I am at the Nevada Democratic Party's watch party for the election, and we're having votes roll in because their polls just closed right now. So pretty soon we're going to be seeing how one swing state is going. Earlier I was at a polling location in the Cimarron area of Nevada, of Las Vegas, which is a more Republican area. It is more outside of the city than compared to the Strip, compared to places like Rhodes Ranch, Spring Valley, East Las Vegas, North Las Vegas. So that place definitely was more Trump skewing, but places like East Las Vegas, which are more Hispanic oriented, they're most likely going to be oriented towards Kamala Harris.
That's right. I am standing right out here at Mercy Hospital, soon to be known as the University of Iowa Healthcare Medical Center downtown. The name and sign will be changed in about 10 minutes and will be followed by celebratory events.
DITV's Max Ron Grease live inside Carver Hawkeye Arena to talk about that tough match. Max, what happened this weekend in Ann Arbor?
Good morning, Michael. There aren't any Hawkeye wrestlers here in Carver Hawkeye Arena just yet. And to be honest, it didn't
didn't really seem like they showed up between the duel against Michigan in Ann Arbor on Friday.
We have team coverage from Carver Hawkeye Arena, where history was made last night.
We have DITV's Michael Merrick and AJ Reeser live there at Carver now.
Thanks, guys. After closing on August 25th, the local Starbucks is open again. This reopening brings students and community members a place to hang out, get a pick-me-up, and try their infamous fall seasonal drinks.
Here live at the Rose Bowl, where the Hawkeyes will battle the Bruins tonight in this historic stadium where they haven't always had the most success. These two teams have only played each other 8 times, with the last matchup being in 1986 right here in Pasadena.
While many students went home to celebrate Thanksgiving on Thursday, others celebrated here on campus.
DITV's Avery Aarons is live outside of the University Capitol Center with what international students did to ring in the holiday.
Thanks, guys. The University of Iowa International Program had a traditional holiday meal during fall break that only gets popular every year.
With tensions rising in the Middle East, Iowans are protesting government actions abroad. DITV's Kayla Smith has the reactions and concerns from protesters.
I'm here at the Pentecost where pro-Palestine organizations have come together against recent violence in Lebanon.
Bargain, bargain, you can't hide. You support genocide.
With Monday being considered the deadliest day in Lebanon since 2006, multiple pro-Palestine organizations put together what they called an emergency protest to speak out against the conflict in the Middle East.
Bomb everything they can bomb in Gaza. They bomb the hospitals, the schools, the places of worship, the houses, the infrastructure, the water, the food.
With the presidential election being just 40 days away, many protesters used the demonstration as a chance to express their dissatisfaction with the current administration's handling of the war in Gaza.
And this president, Biden, I also deeply regret voting for him 4 years ago.
Several speakers highlighted the federal government's tax policies and financial support for Israel as key reasons for the protest.
Now with the reward of another $20 billion, they can perhaps go on and do what they've always wanted, is to take over all of Lebanon and Syria and perhaps some of Egypt.
Our government support supplying weapons, supplying money for the extremist government in Israel.
The federal government wasn't the only focus, as many protesters called for action from local government officials and candidates.
Christina Bohannon has not once said that she supports the ceasefire.
These organizations plan to protest every Friday until peace is achieved in Gaza. From the Pentecost, this is Kayla Smith, DITV.
Now, one field hockey senior is embarking on a unique journey. DITV's Colin Carruthers swept by her study to learn more.
Iowa's Hillary Cox has had her success on the field, but now she's using her field hockey experience to conduct a study unlike anything ever done before.
I did a lot of review of what is out there in the world and what studies have been done already, and there is very, very little on the sweep skill, so a lot of what we know is just from experience and isn't backed up with data.
The sweep skill is mostly seen during penalty corners and looks something just like this, flat and quick. So for their study, they'll have participants do just that.
And we realized, I think there was only 1 or 2 different studies that had actually studied it. And so we wanted to contribute to the literature by providing some objective analysis about what makes a successful sweep happen.
They'll be looking for certain metrics including acceleration, knee angle, and stick angle, but to be able to pick up this data, they'll be using a special tool from Hillary's professor, Rachel Vitale.
We're putting these sensors on different body segments, and because we're collecting all of this data, we can actually figure out how they're moving.
The study will also serve its benefits for players and their health.
What we're doing with this study and the information we'll gain from it as well will help maybe in the future guide injury prevention strategies for field hockey.
Now, Cox has been flooded with academic awards. She was named to the Big Ten Fall Academic All-Conference team last year and was on the Division I National Academic Squad in 2022. But this is a sport that's been near and dear to Hillary's heart ever since she was young.
So I started playing field hockey when I was 10. One of my best friends joined a rec league at the Park District over the summer, and I fell in love with the sport. I think it's fast-paced, it's exciting, there's a lot to learn.
Using the wearable sensors to understand something that she has done over and over and over again for more than a decade.
Hillary Cox and Professor Vitale are hoping to have their data collected in full by the end of the fall so they can start to analyze it during the spring semester. From Grant Field, Colin Carruthers, DITV Sports.
There are many DJs in Iowa City that work at the dozens of bars. DITV's Hannah Lipsky has a behind-the-booth look into 2 DJs that stand out from the rest.
The bar scene in downtown Iowa City is a huge part of the community's economy. There are a lot of people that go into running these bars, from bartenders and bouncers to DJs, who set the tone all night long, or at least until bar close.
I feel like I've really built a community with everyone here. It's helped me connect with so many other people that I would have not met before.
Emma is breaking down barriers being the only female DJ in Iowa City.
I'd try to go up to other DJs, and they're mainly men, and I'd say, hey, I'm trying to become a DJ, I want to learn from you. And they kind of took it as in a way that I'm just a girl trying to talk with them and be cool or whatever, when I really just want to learn how music works.
Her freshman year of college, she asked Studio 13 if they had any job openings, and soon after began DJing for them. It took her about a year to learn and feel comfortable and also craft her own style.
I like to think I'm more of a 2000s person. I really like to go back and remind people of how they used to be as when they were younger.
And another DJ is a favorite among Iowa students.
And I know DJ Jimmy Jim because we were like Jimmy Jim.
I thought I would quit once I had a day job. That was 47 years ago.
Jim drives from Des Moines to Iowa City every weekend to DJ, and he started his journey in high school playing for sock hop dances. He started on vinyl records and then moved to cassettes, CDs, and now a computer, learning how to work with all of these on his own.
When I walk into the booth to start the show, I don't know what I'm going to start with a lot of times because I totally depend on what the crowd feels like to me.
Jim describes his style as a hands-up, sing-along guy with female-friendly music. And despite his age, he is not planning on quitting anytime soon.
I certainly have a fear that at some point in time, somebody's going to say, hold out, new in, or whatever. But, at that point in time, then I've had a good run. If that happens. I've been doing this a long time, had a lot of fun.
And like any other art form, DJs have their critics.
You can't be sensitive either, because people are very critical. There's no right or wrong way to do it.
These DJs are just a couple of the many others in Iowa City that work these late hours and in this unique environment. From the Ped Mall, this is Hannah Lipsky, DITV.
Any guys out there that consider Iowa or want to be a Hawkeye one day, I mean, this is why you come to this place. And some teams might lose in the bowl game and it might not mean anything, but just hearing you say this, the end of the road is it's something that I still haven't even been able to comprehend yet.
One of the things that makes college football what it is the finality of it. Players come into college as raw talents and they leave developed as people and athletes. But that means you only get a few years with those athletes, and as bowl season draws to an end, Iowa's time with their seniors is as well.
We had a great group of 20-plus seniors. Done a great job for us during their entire careers. Each and every one did a great job, exemplifying what it is to be a good student athlete, good college football player.
This senior class has battled through adversity on the field and off the field during their careers in the black and gold.
We came into college at a pretty crazy time back during 2020 and COVID, and every day it was, okay, the season's canceled, but it's back on. Oh, it's canceled, but it's 4 games, then it's full game season. It was crazy.
This group's impact and leadership will be felt through the team for years to come.
When I got here, they welcomed me and they showed me right from wrong, discipline in an Iowa football way. And I mean, those guys left a legacy here at Iowa they'll remember forever.
We made the Big Ten championship last year, and everything, the success that these guys have brought to this program has been pretty sweet.
This class of 2020, I think we left the jersey in a better place for sure.
But it wasn't all sad in the Hawkeye locker room. There were some lighthearted moments between teammates and friends.
Castro told me that I'm currently unemployed, and that is a little scary because I'm no longer a college student and I do not have a job. And so rent is still due at the first of the month, guys.
But as the new year approaches, the machine that is college football keeps on rolling, and the Hawkeyes will have to turn their attention to the future of the program while remembering those who left their mark in the black and gold. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, Brady Barrand, DITV Sports.
Engineering students, faculty, and other organizations were given a chance to show off their creative side in a unique way. DITV's Assistant News Director Johnny Valtman has more on the competition.
The University of Iowa engineering departments and other organizations created par 3 mini golf holes to show off their designs to the community.
The amount of creativity that goes into little competitions like these are just always incredible, and just seeing what everyone comes up with is just always fun and unique.
And if a hole wants to take home first place, it truly has to be a hole-in-one.
I feel like everybody loves skee ball, and we hadn't seen a skee ball themed mini golf before, and we think it takes skill.
Using what they've learned in class, the teams were able to bring their designs to life. The public was able to vote for their favorite, and judges graded the holes off of the technicalities of the course and the creative execution.
So we're taking heat transfer right now, so the BioBot pertains to the equations that we use in heat transfer. Solar panels, they pertain to electricity, and we've taken electrical circuits, and then the windmills.
The engineering library took home first place, Continental Crossings placed second, and shared the People's Choice Award with civil engineering. Groups who participated enjoyed the competition and the opportunity to show off their skills.
I know that we did this so we could get our name out there. We're a really small club, so it's nice for people to see what we do versus just kind of hear what we do.
In classes, we just usually do equations, and so being able to collaborate with peers and work on a tangible thing is pretty cool.
If you were in the rough over the weekend and couldn't make it to the holes, don't worry, the winners courses will be available during On Iowa Week next semester. From the Siemens Center, Johnny Valtman, DITV.
From Atlanta, Georgia, Jordan Tovar, DITV.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Jace Bertrand, DITV.
From the Wisconsin Conservatory of Lifelong Learning, this is Julia Rhodes, DITV.
From Washington, D.C., Johnny Valtman, DITV.
From Spartan Stadium, Tara Gillespie,
Elise Gann, DITV Sports.
From the Final Four in Cleveland, Ohio, Michael Merrick, DITV Sports.
From the Big Ten tournament in Minneapolis, Brady Barrand, DITV Sports.
For Ryan Paris and Sydney Goldberg, I'm Grace Lathrop.
And for Julia Rhodes and Marshawn Gunn, I'm Jordan Tovar.
See you again on Friday morning right here on DITV.